Hello, this is Karen, the occupational therapist, and our occupational therapy activity this week to help improve fine motor skills and writing skills is washing windows. I'm sure this time of year everybody's got dirty windows, so again we've got the checklist. If you could please, as you go through each step on here, talk about it with your child and have them either sign a letter inside the green box, or color the box in, circle the box, or even put a sticker in there. Anything that works. We need to do this so that helps with visual motor skills, and it also helps them to follow instructions. So to wash the windows, you need paper towels and glass cleaner, and of course dirty windows, which of course we all have. So just a word of caution with the glass cleaner. When you hand it to your child, make sure you're holding on to it too, and you help them to aim it in the correct direction. You don't want the nozzle pointing at their eyes and squirting them in the eyes. It's very important. A lot of times I'll do hand over hand assistance. So just a really important thing, be careful with the glass cleaner. Again, for the glass cleaner, this movement, squeezing the nozzle to get the glass cleaner out, is a really good way to work on fine motor skills. It provides resistance, which increases the strength, which is good for strengthening fine motor skills, plus the coordination you need to open and close it. It also can help with scissor skills. And then just the visual motor of watching where it goes onto the window. With all these, at first they're going to have a little trouble. Just have fun with it. So we'll start with having the child, so you got to start with squirting the window. Once the window has been squirted, take the paper towel, and what I want you to do is have your child, you might need to use a roll of paper towels that isn't completely full, like this one's a little bit smaller, but have them hold the paper towel in one hand and then help them roll it out to the appropriate place, and then tear it with the other hand. And the reason you want them to do it this way is because this is a bilateral integration skill. So what it does is it helps to integrate both hemispheres of the brain. So anything where you use both hands to do something, you're working on integrating both sides of the brain, and that's called bilateral integration skills, and that is vitally important for carrying out all kinds of activities: buttoning, zipping, handwriting, crossing midline while you're writing, all kinds of things. Any kind of two-handed skill that they may have. So after you get the paper towel, have them work on, again, big strokes. We want to make sure that they cross the midline. Go back and forth, biggest strokes that they can get. Again, as it's so very important that the midline gets crossed. It's more important than the quality of the window. You can always do the window again. But what we want to do is have the child go back and forth on both sides of their body as they clean the window. And the reason we want them to do this is because, again, you're crossing the midline. You're working on integrating both hemispheres of the brain, so that way the children can use both hands together to work on fine motor tasks, or even gross motor tasks. We have things gross motor that we need to do with both hands. But have them do the whole entire window. And again, some kids you're going to find are going to want to do this, and then put the paper towel in the other hand and do the other hand, because that's easier than crossing the midline is for kids who are challenged by that. The other thing you may see is when the kids will go like this, or they'll move their entire body back and forth. Again, that's because crossing the midline is difficult for them. So if you can, kind of hold their shoulders or hold their hips, so that way they actually do have to move back and forth. That will also help them with reading skills, because with reading you need to use both your eyes together. And that's integrated by coordinating the right and left hemispheres of the brain. So, when you're done with cleaning your windows, pick up your garbage, take the paper towels, pick up your window wash, and take it in and put it all away. And again, don't forget to fill out your form as you go. So that's all for this week for fine motor skills. We demonstrated with one window. Feel free to do as many windows as possible. This is a good skill and it's important for the kids. Thank you. Goodbye.